Hello everyone, I'm Kaiwan. My research title is Urban Village Renewal in Guangzhou, Yuancun Village. Transform the urban village wasteland into shared open spaces. Since 1978 Chinese economic reform, the farmland on the city edges are requisitioned to develop industry, and due to the urban land use policy, farmers' houses were left in the circle and gradually evolved to urban village. This phenomenon has developed rapidly in the River Delta, especially in Guangzhou. With economic development, the city attracts amounts of migrants, and in the process of urban industrial transformation, urban wasteland, the community class exists beside the demolished factory or in between the dense residential area are continuing to expand. All this data clause drives me to the brainstorm for considering how to reshape the future life chain circle. My research question come up with this situation. How can urban acupuncture be applied to Yuancun village to activate the multifunctional community interaction spaces, enhance the urban ecological value, and improve the community livability? My research ground is located in Yuancun village. As one of the urban villages that's sitting in the CBD from 1987 to 2017, the migrants population here rose by 17%, which is impacted by its industrial background. Still, the high density leads to amounts of environmental problems. Since industry transformation and factories demolitions from Yuancun village, its surrounding wasteland are used as the spontaneous parking. However, this parking, located in residential area or industrial park, have a common issues. They have lack of recreational facilities and only remain a few spontaneous wild plants growing. Although in this harsh environmental condition, wild plants can still grow well and attract wildlife to stay, which is creating the potential ecological opportunity for urban wasteland. Then I have zoomed into the central zone of the community, where had an outbreak in April 2022. The report shows that three key locations, including Yuancun Market, Urban Trunk Road retaining wall, and a residential corner, are high incidence areas for community outbreaks. Through the recent dataset analysis of the greenery coverage is also showing the sinkings in this area. It is important to address the air circulation and transform the spatial environment to encourage residents participate in community activity during the post-pandemic period. Finally, by layering the dataset, I have found a narrow neighborhood that is challenged by the lack of greenery and used to be the high-risk central during the outbreak. So, how to create opportunity and encourage residents to return to the community interaction? Through the side research, I found that different groups have the clash in the timetable for their daily activity, but they have little interaction experience due to the lack of public facility and the narrow environment. That is also leads to a phenomenon that the residents can only place plants in front of their homes for wheeling and lack of plant groups inside. However, based on the existing situation that the site is lacking soil condition and facility for planting, some spontaneous plants are growing well on the wall or in the open class of the wasteland, which drive me to think about recreating the ecosystem based on original wildlife and reshaping the space functions to enhance community interaction and improve urban biodiversity. By summarizing the series of community crags and urban wasteland, urban acupuncture will serve as my design technique to help me explore how urban village renewal can be achieved through the actions of insert and connect. Then, I propose an exploration of three thematic spaces: eco-interactive parking, community briefing area, and community living room. Urban acupuncture will be used to conduct point-to-point intervention through the design process. The testing interaction in the eco-iterative parking based on the blocks of community and limits for green spaces to activity. Intervention conduct to open the boundary and connect the community with linear system. Preserve the original wildlife and insert introduced species. Then insert public facility in order to enrich the spatial functions and enlarge the shared open spaces. Then the testing interaction in community briefing areas based on the outbreak's influence by the reducing greenery and increasing influx. The interaction including open the market rooftop and insert facility for residents to stay and rest in a briefing zone. Reshape the retaining wall structure for enlarging interactive experience. Also to create more spaces for layered planning structure and to enhance the urban ecosystem. Transform the topography to enlarge the activity area. Insert layer plans and public facility to enhance activity experience. Thus, to encourage residents engage in community interaction after the virus. Finally, the testing interaction in community living room based on the narrow spaces for activity and lack of green coverage. The interventions including retain the open class wildlife and insert ecological elements to reshape the ecosystem. Provide the stepping stone to attract fauna to stay. Use the neighborhood boundary and wasteland to create different functional spaces and meet the different social needs for groups. For different time periods, the neighborhood is given diversified spatial functions to achieve the multiple needs of ecology, entertainment, dialogue, and daily usage for the three generations of residents. Combined with these interventions, the community living rooms interventions maximize the space usage and will create the new opportunity for residents participate in ecological co-construction. Refer to Yuancun village prevail wind direction in different seasons, leads to the high temperature and amounts of raining in summer, and dry and little wind environment in winter. The ecological treatment in eco-interactive parking will be modify the geological structure and introduce absorbent plants to purify soil pollution, thus to achieve the short-term reshaping of urban ecosystem and to create urban rain gardens effect. The ecological treatment in retaining wall will be modify the building structure using permeable materials and planning-tolerant plants in order to address the ecological challenge such as high water level and dry lands affected by the seasonal changing. The ecological treatment in the community living room will be modify the geological structure through various planning methods including planning shelf, flower borders, and wildlife stepping stone to reshape the neighborhood biodiversity, address the regional microclimate, and achieve the interaction between human and nature. Through the thematic intervention of design testing, wasteland can become the opportunity to improve the Yuancun village lifestyle and activate the community meridians. is a new meaning for urban ecology and interaction. Last but not least, this series of interventions will lead Yuancun village to recreate the life-change circle and achieve the regional revitalization.